このビッグウェーブを乗り、綺麗だな。
Alright, what is going on, guys? SpitefulHopes back again, coming at you with a breakdown on pretty much the banner rates. The chances of pulling a banner has gone up and down throughout this year, and I just wanted to make a quick little documentation on how the banner rates have changed over the course of pretty much over this year. It's been 6 months and the banners have changed multiple times, starting from the Machine Society banner, the Spirit Society banner, Safwi, Arena, as well as Swimsuit. Obviously, Arena is kind of obvious that it has the worst rate because you have like 1 banner character and then you have 6 featured characters in the pool. I did tally up every single one of these doo-doo fillers that ended up being put into these summons. So, and I also didn't want to add that up in the video, otherwise the video would take like literally like 20 to 30 minutes to 40 minutes. It's a pain. It's a really big pain because it's a lot. So I wanted to go over 500,000 orbs per banner. The Machine Society is 502,000 orbs instead of the regular 500,250 because Machine Society was actually 20 steps, not 25, which is the new staple. All right, so let's just get started. Going into the Machine Society banner, we pulled a total of 512 banners. I also am going to leave the characters here so that way you can do the math yourself, so it's not like that way I'm not like hiding nothing. So 512 banners pulled out of the 1966 5 stars pulled. So we're gonna do 512 divided by 1966. Now this isn't going to be the chance of pulling a banner per rotation, per 5 steps, per 10 steps. The chance of pulling a banner per 5 stars. Oh, so let me get a little bit less pasty. I guess that makes me more pasty. I don't know. The thing is, you'll see here that you have for every single 5-star you pull, you have a 26% chance, assuming that you do all the steps, to pull a banner character. All right. Now, obviously, this is going to be a banner character straight up. If you divide it by 3, you'll see here that for every 5-star you pulled, you have roughly an 8.68% chance to pull the character that you want to pull. Now, if I click over here, I'm going to write this down. So, Machine Society, you'll see here 512 banners pulled, and this is going to be the banners and the banner rate. The chance of pulling a banner is 26.04% or 8.68% chance to pull the individual banner character that you want in particular. Which, let's be real here, a lot of the times if you see like Nemu, Yoruichi, and Mashiro, you might prefer one over the other. Personally, I feel like in this banner it was all about Yoruichi and Nemu, and Nemu ended up being like one of the nice ones. But remember that Mashiro was also a droplet unit, so you might have wanted her. Machine Society Retsu as well as Raruka were also very desirable as well. Many people want them 5 out of 5, but for the most part, that's how it goes when it comes to the banner rates. Now, going into Spirit Society, K-Lab actually made it less featured unit, so it's 6 featured instead of 12 characters total, but they also added a filler pool. Now this filler pool was a 4.5% chance to pull featured, 1.5% chance to pull doo-doo. Now I'm going to go down and scroll through here so you can log if anyone's like actually wants to do the math themselves, so they know that I'm not adding 5 stars, lowering 5 stars, manipulating rates. This is based on the simulator itself. And yeah, so let's just get right into it. As you'll see here, the character we pulled the most ended up actually being let me pull this up here. Boom. Ended up actually being Lisa with a massive total of 184 Lisas. So I'm going to click here into Spirit Society. And here we pulled a total of 507 banner characters and divide that by 1,881 5 stars pulled. And you'll see here that the chance of pulling a banner character on this banner in particular, 507, and then it is 1881. We pulled less 5 stars here, but we also had I guess 1 more guaranteed, but we also did less orbs, etc. Banner rate for a banner is actually 26.95%, so 1% higher per 5-star pulled. And then if you want to divide that by 3, we also get the individual banner. So if you only wanted, like, say, Spirit Society Lisa, which is pretty, like, she's a Link Slot Potion Plus unit, you have an 8.9% chance per individual character. So pretty good, right? Now here's where we go into the next setup, and we have Spirits Are Forever With You Uryu, as well as Spirits Are Forever With You Don Kanonji. Now here we ended up getting more of each individual character. You'll see here that instead of getting 180 to 184, the average per banner that you pulled was 169 per 500k orbs used. All right, so across 108 people in Machine Society, across 87 people in Spirit Society, it's like roughly 169 to 170 banners pulled, like each individual banner. So you'll see here that for the Uryu Don Kanonji banner, we pulled 214 Uryus and 205 Don Kanonji spread across 87 people. That is one thing to note, because if you actually check on the stats of Spirit Society, boom, boom, click here, you'll see Machine Society, we pulled 512 banners in the same amount, in roughly the same amount of orbs. But if you just want to calculate Spirit Society, which had the same amount of steps, we ended up pulling 80 more 5 stars. 80 more banners in the same amount of orbs than Spirits Are Forever With You. Now that makes sense, because let's be real here, like there's 6 characters instead of 9, and there's 3 banners instead of 2, so there's that. That being said, you'll see here that we roughly pulled the same amount of 5 stars, right? So when we do that, we actually end up going 419 divided by 1857, and you'll see here that the banner pull rate over here is actually 22.5%. Now when we log that into our little database over here, we end up getting, click here, so 419 banners, 1857 5 stars in total, so almost the same amount of 5 stars pulled, which is pretty good, because obviously it's gonna vary slightly, right? But like 500k orbs I think is fair. 22.56% chance to actually pull a banner character, which is actually not bad, since there's less banners, less what is it called? Less chance for a banner, but the individual rate, right, when you divide this by 2, is actually higher per individual character. So you can argue, oh yeah, but if you want a specific character, these 2 and 6 are actually pretty good. Now my issue when it comes to these banners in particular is that since they're coming out with 2 banner characters, if people are okay with this, K-Lab's gonna try to step it up, and they're gonna try to see just how annoying they can be. They're gonna poke us. They're gonna poke us until we scream, right? You ever you ever hear the tale where you boil a frog? If you put him in hot water, he's gonna jump out. But if you simmer him, and just make the water consistently hotter over and over and over again, eventually he's just gonna stay there, and he's gonna be completely fine with the heat until he dies, right? That's pretty much what K-Lab's been doing. So they've been toying with the rate. So now we're getting a less chance to pull a new banner character. And remember that the less characters they come out with, the less characters we have the potential of getting orbs back from as well. So even though this isn't 26.95 divided by 3 times 2, even though this isn't as bad as what it could have been if it was like 18% chance to pull a banner, right? Because that's what it would have, that's what it was per, like, pretty much per banner character. It's still a way that they can like slowly give us less and less and less and less. Now if you just want to pull a banner character, which a lot of people do go into these banners going, you know what, I'll do 5 steps, hopefully I can pull a banner character. In here you actually have a less chance of pulling a banner character straight up. So Machine Society, 26% chance that any 5-star that you pull could potentially be, like, assuming that you're doing 5 steps, there's a 26% chance that each 5-star you pull might be the banner character in those the steps that you do. And then you see that it goes up and up and up and up and up for the Spirit Society. But when you go into like the Spirits Are Forever With You, it's a higher chance that the banner character that you pull will be the one you want, but you'll also see that per 5-star you pull, you're pulling less banners in overall, and this is over the course of 500,000 orbs. Not to mention, if you pull less banners, that also means that you get less orbs back. Also means that there's a chance that what is it called? There's a chance that you won't have the bonus unit for Senkaimon, which could potentially cost you some orbs in the long run. Usually that's not really something that I personally care too much about, right? But going into Arena, taking that with the Grimmjow. I'll slowly go. No, I'm gonna quickly do this. Y'all wanna freeze frame and then like count it all up? You can count it all up all you want. So 176 Grimmjows were pulled out of 1,812 5 stars. So roughly around the same rate of 5 stars, 1857 versus 1812. Like the range is like 1800 to 1880. And that's like per 500,000 orbs used. All right, so you're not really missing out on too much, trust me. Like unless you're missing out on like your Mind Eisens and Retsus and Byakuya's, because I don't really think you need who's the worst one here? I don't really think you need 2 Academy Renjis or anything like that, right? So let's just quickly go over here and let's just do the math. You'll see here that the Grimmjow rate is actually 9%. So Arena, I don't think this is any surprise to anybody. 176 Grimmjows pulled over 1812 5 stars. Banner rate will come up to 0.9.713%, and that's the same for the individual Grimmjow himself, just because he's the only banner character. Now going into Swimsuit banner, we did also calculate the Swimsuit banner, and now they're actually getting even more bold, because instead of oh man, Caleb, y'all next level, bro. So instead of giving us 6 characters like they did with the Spirits Are Forever With You, they gave us 9 characters. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like the more leniency you give Caleb on certain things, the certain topics and whatnot, the more they take advantage, which, like, I mean, as a company, you take advantage when you take advantage. And I talked about this shrinkflation crap in my last video about the rates being meddled with and stuff. Feel free to check that out. It is more of a rant video, but I did want to cover that because people are okay with getting less banners and overall, as long as they get the one character that they want to summon. But, like, I don't know. Personally, I like, when I pull for banners now, I kind of want a banner character. I would like a banner character at least, right? Like, imagine you go into a banner, it's like, oh yeah, you have a higher chance of pulling the banner character you want, but you have a lower chance of pulling a banner straight up. Like, and even if it's not the banner characters that you want, even the featured, it counts for the featured too. So like, say you want like one of the 2 banners and a other stuff, like there's that too. Like, say you don't even want a banner, but you want 2 of the 6 other characters, like this rate still kind of counts, right? Because it's still 2 of the 6, because this is what the banner rate would be, because the rates don't really change. All right, so going into the Swimsuit banner, we have 192 Rukias and 362 banners total when you add in the Retsu, which was pulled 170 times. Now this is over the course of 500,000 orbs as well. So let's add this together. 362 banners total. In this specific selection, we ended up getting a total of 2,009 5 stars, which is kind of on the higher end. And that actually ends, because it's on the higher end, it ended up lowering our average to 18% per banner pull rate. But even if we decide to say that it got around the same amount of 5 stars, let's do the 362 divided by the 1857, which was on the middle scale. Let's assume that we got the same amount of characters as we did on the Spirits Are Forever With You banner, right? So let's divide that by 1857 instead of 2009, which would lower the rate. So this is going to make the rate slightly better. 1857, the same amount as Spirits Are Forever With You. And you'll see here that the rate was actually still lowered by, let's just assume that, okay, let me click here. Boom. Let's just assume that we ended up getting 1857 5 stars. Boom, boom. We still end up getting a less banner chance of pulling a banner than ever before. And that is a 19.49% chance of pulling a banner. And at this point, this individual banner pull rate is actually even less than to the 10% chance that you would get on the Spirits Are Forever With You banner. So 19.49 divided by 2, we end up getting a 9.745, almost as bad as Grimmjow's banner. Boom, boom. So this was, let me do that. So 362, and we're just gonna assume that it's 2009 banner rate, and then Swimsuit 362 per 1857 banner rate, 19.49%, and then it's going to be 9.7545% individual, and then let's just do 362 divided by 2009, 18%. So in this particular instance, it was 18.01%, and that would be a total of pretty much 9% per individual character if you wanted to pull a particular character. So you'll see here that over the course of Machine Society, then Spirit Society, I specifically said, I'm like, I like Spirit Society. This was actually, in my opinion, very, very good. When we went to Spirits Are Forever With You, we started pulling less banners, but per banner, it did go up in particular, just because there's less stuff. So 22% chance to pull a banner thanks to step 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. But the individual is specifically higher for the Spirits Are Forever With You because there's less banners, there's less featured, and then on top of that, you'll see here that as we move on towards Swimsuit, which honestly this all happens within 5 months, by the way. The banners were changed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times in the last 6 months. That's actually kind of crazy if you think about it. Like, that's actually kind of insane. Or no, 5 months, because yeah, at the end of January, right? So within 5 months, they've changed the rates and made it significantly lower chance of pulling a banner character. We went from Machine Society, which was 26%, Spirit Society, which is 27%, which is really, really nice. I actually like this. The Spirit Society was probably peak BBS for me. That literally, for me, and y'all can quote me and see me like talk about it. I'm like, yo, this is actually really good. I like this change. And then they lowered it to 2 characters with the Redux, then into Spirits Are Forever With You with the movie banner, now the Swimsuit. However, now with Swimsuit, instead of getting 6 characters, which was good with the Redux Toshiro and the Safui, even though you did get that 3% garbage, which I'm not even mentioning the fact that you're pulling caca. Then you go into the Swimsuit banner, which actually has the 4.5%, 1.5%, but it also causes you to, 1, pull better quality 5 stars, sure, but when it comes to the banner characters, that's where they get you, because you're actually pulling a much lower percentage of banners total, right? So just keep that in mind when it comes down to it. I'm not saying that you have a 26% chance to pull a banner. I'm saying that whenever you pull a 5-star, whenever you pull a 5-star on step 5, if you were to pull a banner character, 26% of those characters pulled will probably be a banner character. Now, you could get completely cucked. You could get really, really lucky. You could get really, really luckily unlucky and just pull a bunch of 5 stars and not pull a banner. But like, this is just the math. This does not mean that you have a 20% chance of pulling a banner. This means that for every 5-star pulled in these instances, across the 87 people that summoned on these 4 banners, this person ended up getting a good amount of 5 stars. So yeah, but I'm gonna leave it at that. You guys grind on, catch up, and stay blessed. I hope this video was somewhat informative to you guys. I understand that this might be a little iffy. All you really need to know is, as we have progressed from the Spirit Society banner, the rate of pulling an actual banner character has lowered. We've gotten less resurrections, we've gotten less banner characters, which means that we're getting less orbs. And I mean, to be fair, KLab has released Arena, so I'm sure that this might, maybe they lowered the amount of banner characters, so that way they were still coming out with characters while being able to work on Arena. I'm hoping that this is a temporary change so they can sort out Arena, make it as good as possible. I do enjoy Arena. I do think that that's a really good game mode, but I feel like they should just increase the rates of pulling a banner so that way we're not... if there's 1 banner character or 2 banner characters, I feel like the rate should be increased to reflect that, so that way people are still likely to pull a banner character. I mean, it is what it is. But I'm gonna leave it at that. Y'all can have your own opinions. I don't personally dislike the change. I do dislike the Swimsuit change. The Spirits Are Forever With You banner, the two banner 3% crap, I don't really have too much of an opposition to it, just because it makes me less inclined to spend orbs, which means less money spent, which means K-Lab's making less money. Now, I don't know if whales are still summoning to summon their 5 of 5s. I haven't heard much of the whales actually trying to whale out anymore because you're literally getting less value for your money. Like, say, like if you take into account, these are 80, pretend these are 87 whales summoning 26 steps on every single banner that comes out that's new. And these guys are getting less value, less value, less value, less value every single, like literally every single banner that comes out. But I'm gonna leave it at that. Stay blessed, y'all, and I'll see y'all next one. Did I just do my outro 3 times? Hey, classic 2018 Spy. Let's go. Peace out, y'all.